How to create professional looking videos in iMovie on your iPad or iPhone. This is a comprehensive training. Editing video has never been easier. We all carry a powerful video editor in our pockets. One of my favorite video editors is iMovie for the iPad or iPhone. Many people look at me strangely when I say that, but really it is a great tool. Here is a comprehensive guide to how you can use iMovie to make professional looking videos. I recommend watching the entire video first, even if you want to speed up the video. This will allow you to see all the features and capabilities of this powerful app. Then go back to watch specific parts that you need to review or better understand. This will help you get the most out of iMovie, and you too will see why I consider it such a powerful tool. The iMovie app for iPad is a great tool for telling stories. This is a series of short videos to show you what you can do with iMovie for the iPad. First, let's open up iMovie on the iPad. As you can see, I've already created various videos inside of the app. To create a new video or a new movie, all you do is you tap on the plus sign in the upper right hand corner. You're presented with two choices. You can either create a movie or a trailer. A trailer is a template that is pre-designed and pre-edited for you. All you have to do is record videos and add text, and it will edit and add music for you. A movie gives you more options, where you have more control over the story that you're creating and what you put inside of the movie. We're going to go ahead and create a movie. When you create a new movie, you're presented with numerous themes that you can use. For this case, we're going to go ahead and use the news theme as though we're telling a news story. You can press the triangle to preview and see what this news story would look like using some of the graphic features and text that they have included for this theme. We're going to go ahead and tap on Create Movie in the upper right hand corner, and this opens up iMovie. I have just started to create a new movie in iMovie. I want to show you the interface to help you get started. First of all, it says tap Video, Photos, or Audio to insert media. The Video tab will show you videos on your computer. The Photos tab will show you photos you have in your camera roll or other photos you have on your iPad. Audio will show you your theme music, sound effects that are included in the theme, as well as other sounds that you can access and use in your video. Down below you can see this is the timeline. This is where you're going to edit and put videos and pictures and media and create a flowing story. I'm going to go ahead and tap back on video, and I want to show you one of the most important buttons that you should know. Tap the question mark for more help. The question mark is going to bring up a yellow tooltip that's telling you what each of the tools can do. You can access more help online by tapping the More Help yellow button. Now I want to show you how beneficial this can be. If I tap on Video and I change my video to a preset that I already have, I have some national park videos. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this video. When I tap on it, notice how it tells me what each of the tools do. I can either add it to the project, I can preview the selection, I can have more options by tapping here. And now it's showing me all the different options. For example, I can add the audio only. I can add it as a cutaway. I can add it as a picture-in-picture. I can add it as side-by-side. I'm going to go ahead and simply go back and add the project to my timeline. Now I'm going to go through and show you how to use iMovie for the iPad. To do this, let me turn off the help and we're going to go ahead and get started. When you have video on your timeline, you can press your finger and hold and slide back and forth the video clip. As you slide, you can preview where you're at on the playhead or the white line. You can also press the triangle to play through and see the video. If you need to cut off some of your video, for example, if you need to cut a little bit at the beginning, what you can do is tap on the video, the handle comes up, or these yellow bars. You can tap and drag to the right. You can select the yellow bar and drag to the right. This is trimming or cutting the beginning part of the video clip. You can see the video clips getting smaller because the number value is changing. You can also trim or cut from the end of the video. And again, you will notice the value goes down. If you need to zoom in to see more detail on your video,
you can take your fingers and slide them apart and you will zoom in. This does not change the speed of the video, it just lets you see more video on the timeline. If you pinch your fingers together, you can see the entire video, but you're zooming out of the timeline. You can add videos or media to your favorites simply by tapping on Favorites, going to Favorites with the down arrow. You can then choose Find More Favorites, and you can choose the videos that you want to be your favorite and simply tap the heart. When it's a favorite, it's going to have this green bar indicating it is a favorite. Notice how when I turn off the heart, it's gone. When I press the heart, it's there. The green bar lets you know this is one of your favorites. I'm going to tap Done, and now I can see I have my favorites inside of iMovie. To turn on or off the waveforms on your videos, simply tap this blue waveform and it will turn off or it will hide the waveform. The sound is still there, the audio is still there, but you just can't see it. By tapping the waves, it will turn it on. This will allow you to see what is being heard in your videos. This is a great way for editing and making sure things match up with music and match up with sound very well, is by turning on the waveforms. Let's say that in your video clip you need to trim or cut off a little at the beginning or the end of your clip. To do that, you're going to turn on the handles and trim the video. To trim the video, you tap the video clip, you get these yellow boxes. These are handles. If you tap on this and slide it to the right, this is trimming or cutting from the end of the video footage. So I can go ahead and drag this, and notice as I'm dragging it, the time is changing up here, telling me how much is being cut off. I can do the same thing from the end by tapping, the handles turn on, and I can trim the video so that it is the length that I want it to be. If you are editing and you make a mistake, for example, if I tap and I trim too much and you need to undo something, you can tap on this arrow going backwards and this will undo what you have previously done. The undo feature is a great feature when you're editing videos. You can also redo a project edit by tapping and holding, and then you select Redo Project Edit. This will allow you to go forward and backwards with your edits. Again, the arrow backwards will undo. If you press and hold, it will redo a project edit. To delete a video clip or remove it from your timeline, there's two ways that you can do this. One is to tap and hold until the video is selected, drag it up until you see that cloud puff, and it will disappear. I'm going to tap undo. The other way is to single tap on the video clip and tap on the garbage can. This will also delete the video from your timeline. You may notice in your videos that you have different color bars. The green bar indicates that this video is a favorite. The orange bar indicates that this video is being used. For example, if I were to include this video inside of our timeline as well, notice how it has the orange bar as well. If I want to get rid of it, I can undo, and you can see the orange bar is gone. The green bar is because I have designated this video a favorite video. If you would like to have video inside of video or picture-in-picture, all you have to do is select the video that you would like to put inside the other video. Tap on the three dots, and this is going to give you a couple of options. The first option is if you want just the sound only, it will bring the sound down. I don't want just the sound only. The second option, if you tap the three dots, is if you want a cutaway shot. That means the sound that's already happening here is going to continue, but you're going to see the video from this clip. So if I do a cutaway shot, it puts it in here above the other video. And this will allow me to play through and watch what is going in on the top video while listening to what is going in on the bottom video. This is a great technique if you want to hear the sound from one video but watch the video clips from another video. I'm going to undo that. You can also do a picture-in-picture. And what this will do is it allows you to have your picture-in-picture, your video inside of another video. The third option, let me undo that, if you tap on the dots again, is you can have side by side. This will allow you to have two videos playing at the same time. When you have two videos and you want to change it around from side by side to picture in picture, simply tap on the video that is above the other video. Down below you can choose whether it is going to be picture in picture, a cutaway shot, or side by side. Now notice when I did the side by side I have a couple more options. I can change it to side by side, I can change it to top and bottom, and I can switch so it's bottom and top. This is a great feature to choose exactly what you want. You can also tap on the magnifying glass with the plus sign, and it says tap to position, pinch to zoom. So we can pinch to zoom if we want a certain part of our video to be shown. We can also tap and we can move it around to where we want it to be. If we go to picture in picture, we can again tap on the top video and it'll give us two options: drag position, pinch to resize. So I can drag this picture in picture where I want it to be. I can also drag to have it take up the size I want it to take up. This is an excellent feature for having control over your picture. Now if I tap outside, notice how my box has turned white. When the box turns white, I can't drag, I can't change it. I have to tap on the video, then I can move around. When it turns yellow, I can change the position, I can change the size, and I can even zoom in on the video of the picture in picture. And this will allow you to have advanced features of having a picture in picture where you want it on your video. When you have two videos and you want to change it around from side by side to picture in picture, simply tap on the video that is above the other video. Down below you can choose whether it is going to be picture in picture, a cutaway shot, or side by side. Now notice when I did the side by side I have a couple more options. I can change it to side by side, I can change it to top and bottom, and I can switch so it's bottom and top. This is a great feature to choose exactly what you want. You can also tap on the magnifying glass with the plus sign, and it says tap to position, pinch to zoom. So we can pinch to zoom if we want a certain part of our video to be shown. We can also tap and we can move it around to where we want it to be. If we go to picture in picture, we can again tap on the top video and it'll give us two options: drag position, pinch to resize. So I can drag this picture in picture where I want it to be. I can also drag to have it take up the size I want it to take up. This is an excellent feature for having control over your picture. Now if I tap outside, notice how my box has turned white. When the box turns white, I can't drag, I can't change it. I have to tap on the video, then I can move around. When it turns yellow, I can change the position, I can change the size, and I can even zoom in on the video of the picture in picture. And this will allow you to have advanced features of having a picture in picture where you want it on your video. You can add multiple clips of videos and photos onto your timeline. Simply tap the video, add it to your timeline, and you can see in between each video clip there's two triangles. These are showing you where there's a transition between the videos. I can also add photos by simply tapping on a photo, and wherever my playhead is at, it will add the photo in that position. If I want to rearrange how my photos and videos are on the timeline, all I have to do is tap and hold and move the video or the picture where I want it in relation to the other videos. If I want to remove a video or a picture, all I have to do is either tap and drag off or press the delete key. This will allow you to rearrange your videos. Using photos is a great way to tell a story. I'm going to put a video clip on the timeline, but I'm only going to put the audio. To do that, I select my video clip, I tap on the three dots, and I put the waveform with a plus. This will put my audio on my timeline. Now I can't see anything because it's just sound. If I want to put pictures or photos to go in addition to this audio, I can tap on photos, I can choose my photos that I want to use, and simply tap these. Now notice when I put one photo in, it changed the duration of my sound to match the length of the photo. I can put in a couple of photos, and notice how it continues to grow in between each photo. Now as I put these photos in, I notice something else. If you play through the video, or if you look at it, you can see that the pictures are actually moving. Now the pictures themselves aren't moving, they're still photographs. But what has happened is iMovie has applied something called the Ken Burns effect, which essentially takes the photo and moves it from one place to another. But it does it automatically. If you want to control how the photos are moved in iMovie, all you have to do is simply tap on a photo. When it has the yellow handles around it, it gives you the options to edit it. Now, if you notice up here it says pinch to position the start. That's where your photo is going to start. So I can actually pinch and I can change where my photo is going to start. I'm going to have it start there. If I tap on the arrow pointing to the right to the line, if you unselect it, simply tap on your photo again. Change it to where it says pinch to position to end. This time I want it to focus on the eagle. So it's going to be zooming in on this eagle. Now I can scroll through here. If you need to change the duration of your picture, simply select a picture and click on one of the handles, tap on one of the handles and drag. This will lengthen out the duration of your picture. If your picture is too long, simply tap on the handle, the yellow bar, and drag it to shorten the time the picture is in there. By doing this, you can have more control on how long your pictures are at and what your pictures look like. If I wanted to have this picture simply pan across and see the eagle, what I could do is go to the start position, and I'm going to pinch to zoom in on the eagle, except I'm going to slide it off a little bit so the eagle's out of the view. Now I'm going to pinch or tap on the triangle pointing to the line, and this time I'm going to zoom out and just simply drag my finger where I want the eagle to be. So I'll move it there. I can go and I can preview, and I can see the picture follows the direction that I gave it. If you have a video that you would like to delete the video but keep the audio, and the video is on your timeline already, all you have to do is simply tap on the video, go down to the bottom left-hand corner where it says audio, and you can detach the audio. This will create a separate audio track. If you wanted to, you could delete the video and keep the audio track. You could also split the video by dragging your finger down on the white line, and you could delete the video that you don't want by tapping on video, go into the trash can, you can delete it, and now you can add a photo where that video was before. Again, you can take the photo, you can drag the trim out so it matches the length of the sound that is there. You can add transitions to videos in iMovie very simply. I'm going to put a couple of pictures on here to show you some of the things that you can do with the transitions. First of all, when you put in new video or new pictures, you're going to have a transition type. Currently, I have two triangles facing each other in between the video clip and the picture clip. the picture clip, and the picture clip. If I tap on that, it's going to show me different kinds of transitions. This transition, I'm going to tap back on the picture. I'm going to play. This fades from one thing to another thing. So as it fades, you can see it goes between, and it fades from one picture to another picture. The same thing when it fades between the video and the picture. It fades. We can choose what transition type we want. First of all, the line means that there's no fading. It just instantly goes from one clip to another. If you tap on that, the star, this means it's using the transition from the theme. In this case, it has a nice theme, and this theme had sound. I don't know if you heard that. You can turn that sound on or off when you're in the transition setting by pressing the speaker. You can change the duration of the transition from 0.5 to 2 seconds as long as you have long enough media. And there you can see it's much longer, and I turned the sound off. You can also select to have it fade from one picture to another picture. You can have it push. You can see you can have it push from left to right, right to left, bottom to top, top to bottom. And again, you can see some other transitions. This one here will fade to black and then bring up the image, or fade to white and bring up the image. And so here you can see, if I play through, it fades to white and it comes back. So there's a number of different options you have for your transitions, and you can adjust and change the settings down here. Now, one thing you might want to do is have the audio carry over from one video to the next, or from a video to a picture. To do this, you simply select the transition. In this case, I have a video with some audio, and you can see the audio down below. If you don't see the audio, you can always turn on or off the audio using the waveforms. I have the audio down below, and I want the audio to carry over into this transition. I tap on the transition, and you can see the two yellow triangles up and down. That's going to open up and let me adjust where my transition is. I can get more specific here for how long my transition is, and this yellow line is showing me where the transition is occurring between the two video clips. So I can choose exactly where I want it to occur. This blue line is indicating where the audio is. So I can actually have the audio from my video continue on into the picture that I have. Now right now it's stopping because my picture is pretty short. So what I need to do is go back, select my picture, and make my picture duration longer. Now that my picture duration is longer, I can tap on the transition, I can tap on the yellow arrows, and I can make my blue line or my audio last the duration of that transition. And that will allow me to carry video over or audio over from one video to the next. And so here you can see I have my transition set up. Here's my transition. You can still hear the audio that's on the video there. So it's a pretty neat technique to be able to add the video and control how you adjust the audio, or how you control where the transition is based on where these yellow lines are. These are where your video transition is. The blue line is where the audio transition changes. If you have two videos with audio, you can actually have the audio overlap both videos. It's a pretty cool thing that you can do. You can also add audio to your video by simply coming up and tapping on the audio tab. The audio tab lets you choose theme music, sound effects, imported. In this case, I've imported the sound of an eagle. I can play it, or I could put it down on my timeline. I can zoom in on my timeline so I can see it here. So I can put my sounds in here. I'm going to go ahead and put another clip. I can also take the sound and I can stretch it out so that it lasts longer. Now if you stretch out the sound, it's going to distort it. You can select the sound though. You can change the volume, bring it lower, or you could take it and bring it higher. You can change the speed, which again will change the sound, but you're able to do that. You could speed it up. You could fade the sound in or out. When you press fade, you can see there's this triangle there. So it's going to fade out. You can also add music to your entire clip. If I go back to my audio and it has theme music, I can choose some of the theme music. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose modern. It's going to put the audio on a separate track down below.
I'm Ranger John here at Acadia's Sertamont Nature Center. Next to a ball.
Now you can hear the audio, but it's kind of interfering with the speaker. So I can actually come over here and I can see there's a little bit of the video where there's no talking. I'm going to go ahead and select that there. And what I can do is I can split this clip, this audio clip. Notice how when I drug my finger down, it split it. I can now select this audio clip and I can bring the volume down. You're going to hear a hard change between the two audios though.
Welcome to Acadia National Park's Ranger Minute. I'm Ranger.
So right there, the audio is still there, but it went from louder to softer. What I can do is select on the audio and I can fade it from one to the other. This will allow me to have a smoother transition of audio.
Welcome to Acadia National Park's Ranger.
And if the audio is too soft, I can always select it and bring it up a little bit more.
Welcome to Acadia National Park's Ranger Minute. I'm Ranger John here at Acadia.
Now I can move my timeline, and over here, notice how I can still have multiple sounds on the same video.
Well, you could say that you did the most.
If you want more than theme music, iMovie also has sound effects. You can use your playlists. You can use other songs that you have on your videos. So this is a great way to add sound and increase the way your video sounds on your iMovie. Once you have created your masterpiece, it's time to add titles. Titles can really change the quality of your video. It can explain what's going on, and it can enhance what's happening in the video. To add title, it's simple. All you have to do is select a video or picture clip. You're going to go down to where it says title, and you can click on the T in the box. Right here it says none, opening, middle, or closing. What this is referring to the themes. If you are using a theme, this is going to use the opening title theme, the middle title theme, or the closing title theme. For now, I'm going to simply tap on the T. You can see the theme in the upper left-hand corner. Then you can see standard and a couple of other options that you can create different titles. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose gravity. The text shows up here. All I have to do is tap on the text. I can put in my title. Tap done. And now my title is going to show up and it's going to be on that video clip. And then it's going to fade out at the end. If I don't want that title on that entire time, there's a couple of things that I can do to adjust it. First of all, I can move my playhead right to where I want the title to disappear. There's a couple of things you can do to make that title not stay on the whole time. One is you can just shorten the clip so it doesn't go that length of time. The other is you could duplicate the clip and make sure on the second title or on the second clip you make sure that title is set to none. And this way the title's there and the title's not there. If you were using video, you could split the video and you could then have the title only on the part of the video that you wanted. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and change my title. By tapping title, I can change it to lower or center for this one. If I tap on title, I can choose some of the different ones, such as focus. And again, I can change the location of it. If I choose the theme title, in this case, I can choose the opening. It's going to look like this. If I want a different one, I simply tap it, tap title. I can choose the middle. It's going to look like this. Or I can choose closing, which is going to look like this. If I want to change my theme, I simply tap on the gear and I choose a new theme. This is going to change all of the titles in your iMovie. So if you do choose a theme, make sure that it's one that you want consistent throughout your entire video. Adding titles is a great way to enhance your video. If you need to add title on a blank screen and you don't want to see this, something that I've noticed is easy to do is simply record with your hand on the camera or the camera hidden. Record a few seconds of video, and once you have those few seconds of video, all you have to do is add your title to that. I'm going to go ahead and tap Use Video. I now have this blank video. I don't want to record. I tapped the wrong button. I have this blank video that I can simply add a title to by selecting it. I can go to Title, and I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. Actually, I'm going to choose Focus. I like Focus. I can give my new text here. And now my title is over black. So this is a great way to add video or to add graphics to your video. Once you are done with your movie, you're going to tap on the arrow. You're going to then go ahead. This will take you back to edit. It's always a good idea to name your movie. I'm going to name this one Eagle. It tells you the duration and when your movie was created. You can then play your movie, you could delete your movie, or you could share your movie using various apps. You can share it. You can also save the video to iTunes or save it to your camera roll. You can choose the size that you save it to. It's going to export the movie and it's going to save it to your camera roll. You can then take this and you can edit it, you can share it, you can do whatever you want with the video. Once your video is done, it will be exported to your camera roll, and it will also show up the next time you work in iMovie.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you have found it beneficial and have found ways that you can use iMovie in your daily routines. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, leave a comment below, or share it with others. If you would like to see more videos about technology tips, please subscribe to the Sterling Teaches YouTube channel or follow us at sterlingteaches.com. Have a great day.